We will solve worksheet 1, which is related to grade 12, and this is topic series. And first of all, we will discuss about Pascal triangle as well as binomial, and then see later on. So how to solve the question number Pascal triangle to find the expansion of the following. So here the first case is we must know the Pascal triangle, and remember that the first and last number of Pascal triangle is always 1, and in between we always add the sum. Next row will be 2 1, then 1 3 3 1, then 1 4 6 4 1. So the first one represent a plus b whole power 0, and then second row a plus b whole power 1, and then a plus b whole power 2, and then up to so on like this, a plus b whole power 3. It means when we are looking the answer of the expansion a plus b whole cube over coefficient are 1, 3, 3, and 1. So once we expand, remember one thing, we always take the first value with the highest power, which is 3 here, and that power will decrease one by one to become 0. 2, and we will start with 0 or 1, and then it will end at 3. So let's have a look. X power 3. Here we can write 1, so it will not affect. And then 2 power 0, no need to write. After this, our next coefficient is 3. X power 2, write 2 power 1, and then 3 again. Decrease 1 power of x, which is now 1, and increase 1 power of 2, which becomes 2. And lastly, we can say that 2 power 3. And after this, we just simplify the sum or expression, which is x power 3, 6x squared plus 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12 plus 8. This is the answer. Next, we will try another sum, and the rule is same for this. It is the represent a plus b whole cube, and the coefficients are 1, 3, 3, 1, and see how the Pascal triangle works here. So again, I will start with the highest power of the 2, which is 3, and then plus 3 2 power 2, and the second element or the term is minus x. After this, again plus 3 2 power 1 minus x power 2, and lastly we can say that minus x power 3. And after this we just simplify. 2 power 3 gives us 8, and 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. So I remember one thing, it's minus, so minus plus minus minus 12x, and here because of the square it becomes plus 6x squared, and lastly minus x cubed. I hope so you understand. So we will see there is one more sum, and remember we will use for a plus b whole cube, we used 1 3 3 1, and for a plus b whole power 4, the Pascal triangle says 1 4 6 4 and 1. So it means our coefficients are 1 4 6 4 1. So let's see, we will start with the highest power of 4, first term 2x, that gives me 2x power 4. There is 1 here, and then plus 4 2x power 3, and minus 3 power 1. After this 4, next is 6 2x power 2 minus 3 power 2, and then plus 4 minus 2x power 1, and minus 3 power 3, and lastly we can say that minus 3 power 4. After this, we just simplify. 2 power 4 gives us 16x power 4. And here 2 power 3 gives us 8. So 8 multiplied by 4 comes what? Multiply by 3. So it's 96 minus 96 x cubed. And then 2 power 2 means 4. So 4 into 6 multiply by 3 square gives us 9. So multiply by 9. And remember, this is plus 216 x power 2 plus here, if we check carefully, this is minus and minus minus. So this is plus, yes. So this is minus 3 power 3 gives us 27. So 27 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 4 is again 216. But right now it is x. And lastly, plus 3 power 4 gives us 81. Question, we will solve this expansion x 3 minus x whole power 5 with the help of binomial. And remember one thing, Pascal triangle works when we have a small number of integers or index values like power 3, 4, 5. But once it becomes bigger, it is hard to find the coefficients. So we use binomial expansion. This will work for us. And the binomial expansion is if you have a plus b whole power n. So we start with n0 and start with the highest power, which is a power n and b power 0. Then n to 1, a power decrease 1 power of n, and then b power 1, up to so on, n to then a power n minus 2 b square, up to so on. And if you want to write the last one, it would be n to n. Remember, n to 0 and n to n gives us one answer. And here, of course, a becomes 0, and we will find out b power n. So we have one formula, which is n to r, that will help us. This is n factorial over r factorial, and this is n minus r factorial. And remember, if you have n to 0, that means 1, like 0 factorial is as also equal 1. And if we have n factorial, how to expand this one? So this basically n minus 1, n minus 2, up to so on. 3 multiply 2 multiply by 1. The expansion of n factorial is like that. So these things will help you also. So here, if we expand, it is firstly, look, the maximum power is 5. So 5 to 0. Here, the first element is 3. So 3 power 5. X power 0, no need to write. And then 5 to 1. 3 power 4. And we will write minus x as well. After this is x power 1. And remember, we are looking the coefficient of x cube. So no need to expand fully. We will see where we have x cube. We will stop there, okay? So next step, 5 to 2, 3 power 3 minus x square. It means we need to find one more term. Like 5 to 3 will work. 3 power here 5, 4, 3. Now 2 and minus x power 3, up to so on, but this will work. We are looking the coefficient of x cubed, means if I say 5 to 3, 3 square gives us 9, and this is minus x cube. Here we have plus. So we are looking the coefficient. And remember, there are different ways to solve 5 to 3, but one way is this one, 5 factorial over 3 factorial, 5 minus 3 factorial, which gives us 5 into 4 into 3. So 3 factorial we can cancel with 3. 5 minus 3 gives us 2. 3 cancel with 3. So we have, and 2 factorial gives us 2. That means 5 into 2, which is equal 10. So here 10 multiplied by 9, 90, and plus minus minus. So 90x power 3. It means coefficient of x cube is coefficient of x cube is negative 90. This is our answer. B part as well. So this is again by using binomial theorem. So this would be what? Our maximum power is 4. 4 to 0 and 2x power 4 and then plus 4 to 1 at 2x power 3. And remember that we are looking the coefficient of x cube and minus 1 power 1 up to so on. So as here our demand is fulfilled, like our requirement to write the coefficient of x cube. So I will simplify the second term. And remember that 4, 1. This we can check in the calculator as well. But without calculator, you can solve 4 factorial over 1 factorial, 4 minus 1. So that means 4 into 3 factorial. So down 3 factorial, it means answer is 4. So here, if you solve 4, 1 and 2x cube minus 1, this gives me 4 into 2 cube, that means 8x cube minus 1, which is lastly, you can say that minus 32x cube. So we can say that coefficient of x cube is negative 32. I hope so it is clear. We solve one more questions related to binomial expansion in here, as they want us to find the possible value of a as well, but the coefficient of x square in the expansion. So it means once it comes x square, it look like we stop there. Our expansion is 3 plus ax whole power 4. So first of all, we will write 4 to 0 at 3 power, start with the highest power, and then 4 to 1, 3 power 3 ax power 1. So as we are looking x square coefficient, so one more 4 to 3 power 2 ax power 2. So this will work for us. It means our term is 4 to 2. This one 3 squared ax whole square. If we simple to 2, 4 to 2, that means 4 factorial over 2, 4 minus 2. So that means 4 into 3 into 2 factorial. So 2 factorial, 2 factorial. 4 3s are 12, 12 over 2, that means 6. So this is 6 multiply 3 square gives us 9, a square x square. So 54 a square x square. Remember, the coefficient of x square is basically 216 given. That means we can say that 54 a square is equal to 216. So a square is equal to 216 over 54. That means a square, we can simplify 216 over 54. And the last answer is a is equal to plus minus 2. I hope so it is clear. Then we move next. If we already use this formula, choose a correct answer. NR represent n factorial over r factorial. So first one is correct. And if we check n factorial, so the last one, because expansion, fully expansion is this one, n multiply n minus 1, n minus 2 up to so on. So this is correct. Next one, part number 3, you can solve even the calculator as well. Look, there are two ways. One we already learned in the start of this video, which gives us 8 factorial over 4. So 8 minus 4, that means 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 factorial. This is 4 factorial, 4 factorial. That means this is 8 multiply 7 multiply 6 multiply 5 over 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. That means 4, 2 are 8 and 2, 2 cancel. So 3 multiplied by 2. That means 5 to the 10, 10 multiplied by 7, 70 is the answer. So here is your answer. And you can check in calculator as well. See how we can say that this one here, the first one, the value is 8. So write 8 and then shift plus this button, which brings you C, and then write 4. After this, press equal sign, you will get 70 as well. So in calculator, you can check as well. Next one, so we can erase, and then next, a plus b whole power 4. This is a basic formula as well. And of course, if you apply the binomial, it gives you a power 4 plus we have 4 to 1 means 4, yes. 4 to 1, a power 3, we have b plus 4 to 2, a square, b power 2 plus 4 to 3, a power 1, b cube, and lastly we have b power 4. So most probably is first is the answer, and 4 to 1 gives us 4, and firstly you can check in calculator as well. 2 1 gives us 4, and then 4 to 2, 4 shift to 2 gives us 6. It means these are the answers. We can say that a power 4 plus 4 a cube b plus 6 a squared b squared, and most probably this is 4 to 3. We can check again. So 4 to 3, this gives us 4 as well. So work is done. This is 4 a b cube plus b power 4. So first is the correct answer. I hope so it is clear.